Tonight, we are looking into whether the murder of Deputy Sandeep Dhaliwal could have been prevented. We have the phone call the suspect's ex-girlfriend made, warning law enforcement about him. Grace White also talks to a lawmaker who is now demanding changes to how we monitor people on parole.
There's a lot of variables, and it's an inexact science.
The murder of Harris County Deputy Sandeep Dhaliwal brings heartache, questions, and calls for change.
No one's being held accountable.
State Senator John Whitmire chairs the Criminal Justice Committee. He says there's not one single agency responsible for finding people like Dhaliwal's accused killer, Robert Solis, who skipped out on his parole.
The problem is we don't really have a designated task force, and that's I'm going to make sure we do.
Solis's ex-girlfriend, Melissa Purdy, told us she tried to warn authorities.
All this could have been prevented had somebody done their job the right way.
KHOU 11 News obtained one of her calls to the Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office from July.
My kid's father, he has skipped out on parole. He's now not checking in for over 2 years now, and it was a violent crime he was originally arrested for.
But when pressed for more details...
Okay, and what is the address where he's at?
I don't know the exact address.
Purdy also claims she called parole officers, but the Texas Department of Criminal Justice says it has no record of her calls. And even if it did, the best it could do is pass them on to local law enforcement.
It's actually in state law that parole officers cannot be law enforcement officers.
But Jeremy Diesel, spokesman for TDCJ, says improving communication with police agencies is always a work in progress.
There are certainly ways that we can be more proactive, and we're looking at ways that we can, even by jurisdiction or by zip code.
This task force, Senator Whitmire suggested, could happen before the next legislative session. The state does have a human trafficking task force that's run out of the Attorney General's office. It was created without passing a law. Len?